How's it going on, guys, and welcome back to ABTFM YouTube channel. Today we are back with another episode of the Nottingham Forest journey. So in the last game, we played against Wigan, and then it was a very good 2-1 win. Adama Dakabi actually scored 2 goals. So on the league table itself, now we are sitting at the 3rd position, which is very good. And then I stopped playing game after that because the main reason is because it's at the half season right now. So I was thinking, okay, why not we'll just do a half season review. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the half season review. So normally I'll just start with the squad first, and then I have just customized some of the view. So we just go in my report, and then the first thing I will just look at the average rating. So I will just take a look at the top 5 performers in the team. So the first one, Nadu Da Costa, no doubt, because he's just our top scorer, and then he's just banging goal in front. And then the second one is actually Alpha Semedo, the halfback, with 3 goals and 3 assists. And then the next one is actually Joao Carvalho. It's a little bit surprising, I would say, because he's not the first choice 11 from the start of the season, because obviously he's injured. And then, wow, what a good performance. And then the next one will be Ricardo Krishna. Yes, he has been impressive in this season. And then the 5th one will be Joe Lowley. So I would say it's quite good. Like Nanu Da Costa, Ricardo Krishna, and Joe Lowley, obviously 3 of them, they had a very good time in the attacking. And then Joe Worrell actually comes at the top 6 performer. So I would say I'm actually quite happy with that. And looking at the rating, average rating, actually half of them, they have at least 7. So which is quite good. Tobias Figueiredo 6.97 is not too bad. Thiago Silva 6.94, it was alright. And then those who are under 6.9 is actually Muric, the goalkeeper, that's fine. Bryce Samba, the goalkeeper as well, that's fine. Matty Cash actually only had 6.88 average rating, so that's not looking so good. And then Samba, so obviously he just made 5 appearances, and then after that he's just injured. And then also Gaetan Bong, who we didn't really give him a lot of chance playing. And then John Bostock, Ben Watson, Lewis Graban is just quite a disappointment in this season. So does Sammy Amiobi. So after that, I reckon we'll just go by the position. So we'll just start with the defenders. And then I'll just open up the customized view. So as mentioned before, Joe Worrell is the top rated defender in our team. And then usually in defender, I'll just look at their interception. Yeah, overall number of interception. And then Joe Worrell obviously has the highest interception. So he made 99 interceptions in total, and then in average 4 interception per 90 minutes. Which is actually very good though. And then he only committed 1 foul. So that's very impressive. I would say Joe Worrell, he'll continue be our first choice centre back for sure. And then playing alongside Joe Worrell, I was actually thinking either Michael Dawson or Tobias Figueiredo, because Michael Dawson, he's not that bad actually. We just look at his attributes. So in terms of the technical and mental, he's actually very good. But then the fact that he's now 36 years old, his physical just went down. Like acceleration 6, agility 8, pace 6, stamina 10. So that's actually a concern, I would say. It's like he can't really play for a long time. So I was thinking Tobias Figueiredo, and if you notice, Tobias Figueiredo is actually unhappy because he wants a new contract. And then in fact, we already offered him the contract, but then the new contract will only begin at the end of the season. So yeah, Tobias Figueiredo, his technical, mental, and physical, I would say is decent. So that's why I chose to extend a contract with him. And then he's only 25 years old. So yeah, I think at the second half of the season, we'll just give Tobias Figueiredo a go, and then we'll see how he does on the pitch. Because the average rating is 6.97, it's actually not that bad. And then looking at the interception per 90, he is actually the third in the team. Okay, so Ivan actually made most interception per 90 as a fullback, so that's very good. And then Tobias Figueiredo, 3.28. So in average, he made 3 interception per game, which is actually okay though. And then his tackle complete ratio is actually 100%. Okay, so that's fine, that's good. And then let's look at the key headers. Okay, key headers. So 22 key headers in 13 appearances. Heading accuracy is actually 81%. Just same as Joe Worrell. So okay, then I reckon maybe in the second half of the season we'll just give Tobias Figueiredo a go, let him play alongside Joe Worrell. And then another stats that I'll look at, it's actually mistake. Okay, so I don't know whether is it the engine is broken or something like that, because I realized that the fullback will make a lot of mistake in FM20. So Carl Jackinson obviously made most of the mistake in among the defenders, 32 mistakes, and then Rui Ribeiro, 29 mistake, Joe Worrell, 18 mistake, Michael Dawson, 15 mistake. Or Tobias Figueiredo, he made 10 mistake. So it's not that bad. And then actually Ivan just impressed me. He only made 7 mistakes. So for the right back position, maybe we are going to start Ivan more often instead of Jackinson. And then Rui Ribeiro, I think he's just going to stay as our first choice left back. And then mistake leading to goal, Carl Jackinson. So I think the answer is actually quite obvious. So let's just jump into the tactics, and then we'll just pick Ivan instead of Jackinson. And then Figueiredo will be continue playing alongside Joe Worrell, and Rui Ribeiro will be the first choice left back. And then now let's proceed to goalkeepers. So in terms of goalkeepers, I actually don't really focus on their stats. Maybe it's just the goal mistake. And then actually on paper, Bryce Samba, he has made 6 mistakes and then 1 mistake leading to goal. And then Muric actually made 0 mistake. So but then in terms of the clean sheet, actually Bryce Samba had 5 clean sheet in 14 appearances, and Muric only has 4 clean sheets in 14 appearances. This would be a tough choice, but then I actually had an idea in my mind. I think I'll just keep on rotating these 2 goalkeeper, and then for the time being, I'll say let's just continue starting Bryce Samba in our team, because anyhow, he's our own player. He's contracted to Nottingham Forest, while Muric is just a loanee from Man City. So yeah, I think we'll just stick with Bryce Samba for now. And next up, we'll just go to the defensive midfielder. So in terms of the defensive midfielder, I'll also have a look on their interception and also their heading accuracy, and also mistake leading to goal. So in terms of the average rating, Alpha Semedo is the best defensive midfielder on paper. And then Ryan Yates, we'll just not look at him because he's our box-to-box midfielder. And then also Samba Sao. But Samba Sao has been out for quite a long time, so the only man I'm just going to focus is Alpha Semedo. And looking at the stats, 22 key headers, 67% of heading accuracy. It's not that bad. Interception, he made 45. So let's just compare him with our defenders. Interception made. Oh, he made 45 interceptions, and it's actually higher than both of our center defender. So that's impressive. That's very, very good. And then interception per 90 is actually only it's only 1.81. Okay, that's alright. And then fouls committed 19, obviously, because it's just a defensive midfielder. And then tackle completion ratio 91%, that's okay. Mistake. Okay, so he made 23 mistakes. So that's not that bad, I would say. Yeah, and then he scored 3 goals, 3 assists. For sure, we are going to keep him as our halfback because Sambaso, he's just back from the injury, so we don't really want to risk him. And also, from the start of season, we have been playing Sambaso at the box-to-box midfielder role. So maybe I'll just continue starting Alpha Semedo, and maybe in the winter transfer, let's see if we can secure another backup halfback to the position. So Alpha Semedo, he's definitely going to stay as the halfback. And then moving on to the midfielders. So here, I'm just going to change my view to midfielders. And then on average, beside Alpha Semedo, Joao Carvalho is the highest rated midfielder with 14 appearances. And then Ricardo Kishna, Ryan Yates, Rui Ribeiro, Thiago Silva. I'm actually quite surprised though, because Thiago Silva, I thought he played very well, but from the stats itself, it looks like he's not actually doing that good. The average rating is only 6.94. So I reckon we'll just go into details. So the first one will be assists per 90 minutes. Ricardo Kishna, obviously, because I think he's our current top assister. So we just not look at him. John Bostock 0.3, Thiago Silva 0.19. Chances created. Let's just have a look on the chances created. Oh, okay. So assists per 90. His stats is actually quite good, but then chances created is not that good. Joao Carvalho made 14 appearances, but then he created 0.6 chances per 90. So I think that's a better result for sure. And then distance covered, Thiago Silva covered more distance. And then in terms of the key passes, Alpha Semedo actually had 43 key passes. And then he's playing as a halfback. And then Joao Carvalho, 42 key passes. Once again, it was very, very impressive. And then dribble made per game, Ricardo Kishna obviously will be on the top. And then following by Matty Cash, John Bostock, Joao Carvalho. So I think I've made a decision here. I think Joao Carvalho will be the main playmaker in the second half of the season. And then for the box-to-box midfielder, I actually want to give Ryan Yates a run. Because obviously Ryan Yates, he's also just come back from the injury, and then I think he's a very good young prospect. So I'm just going to play him, and then we just change back to our first version of the tactics. And then I think we'll just start Ryan Yates, Joao Carvalho, and Alpha Semedo. So moving on to the attacking midfielder, and then this is where I want to change it to attackers, following with the striker. So average rating, Nanu da Costa, no doubt he's going to be our first choice striker for the rest of the season. Unless he's injured, we'll just bring in Luis Graban. But then actually, I have just loan listed Luis Graban. So I think Zach Clough will be the backup striker. And then Nanu da Costa, actually we can just turn off the attackers. I just want to have a look on the attacking midfielders. Here, I'm just going to look at the goals per 90. Nanu da Costa, obviously the top goal scorer. Ricardo Kishna 0.65, Adama Diakabi's 0.62. He's just started 3 games for us, and then 10 games come on from the bench, and then he's already scored 4 goals and 3 assists, which is actually very, very impressive. And then only with 32 shots. So I think no, we'll just stick with Ricardo Kishna, Joe Lowley, and Leonardo da Costa. But then Adama Diakabi can surely be the backup left winger, I would say, left or right, either side. Zach Clough will be the backup right winger as well as the striker. And then Joao Carvalho, I think I'll just stick him in the middle position. I just don't want to play him at the left attacking midfielder position. So yeah, and then Semi Amiobi, he's just not good enough. So I reckon we'll just transfer list him. Okay, my client doesn't have any real interest in moving to another club as he only signed for Nottingham Forest recently. Okay, then we'll just make him available for loan, and then and then I think this one will be, sorry, I'll just need to change Adama Diakabi to Joe Lowley. And then I think this will be the starting 11, our best 11 for the rest of the season. So moving on, I'm just going to jump into the team report and have a look at our tactics. So I always go to the analyst report and then look at the formation used. So at the start of the season, I played 4-4-2 in the first friendly game. And then, according to the report, we just started this formation once. And then I sort of not satisfied with the attacking movement as well as the defending positioning. So that's why I changed it to 4-1-4-1 DM wide, which is the formation that we have been using throughout the season. And then according to the report, we have started this formation for 30 times. And then it is a very positive result. We create 1 chance in every 61 minutes. And then the opponent will create chance in every 74 minutes. So it's actually a +8, which means our formation and our tactics is actually doing very well right now. And then after that, I'll always go to the formation phase, and then I'll just going to see which formation that we love playing against. So we definitely like to play against a 4-2-3-1 DM AM wide. So the 2 central midfielder is actually playing as the DM. So we create a lot of chances against this formation, and also the same formation 4-1-4-1 DM wide. Same against us. So I would say this one is very good, very, very good. And then we fail to create chances against a 4-2-3-1, which is the 2 central midfielder is actually playing as CM instead of DM. So when we play against a DM, we absolutely love it. But then when they push up their central midfielder to the center position, we struggle against them. This is definitely what we are going to look into. So we need to figure out why, and then maybe make some tweaks in the game or something like that. But then definitely I will just take note on this formation. The scoring, yes, scoring. So goal types, we have 36 place shot, 15 powerful shot, 1 close shot, 12 headers, 1 free kick, 6 penalties. And then in terms of the assist types, we have 23 from crosses and 17 from through balls, which prove the fact that our wingers, left back, right back, as well as our central playmaker is actually doing a very good job. Crosses and through balls, and then place shot, yes, headers, we're actually quite good in the air. So maybe we can consider playing for set pieces. And then in terms of the goal, we considered 20 place shot, and then the assist type 7 from crosses, 5 from corners. So for now, I can see corners is actually quite a concern. So alright, we will just jump into the corner, and then we'll just go with defend. Alright, I think what we are going to do is we're going to put a DM at the far post, and then the left back at the near post. Actually, the right back at the near post. So the left back can stay at the far post area in the goal line, and then we'll do the same at the left side as well. So for this one, left back will come here, and then Alpha Semedo as a DM will come here. Yeah, alright, we'll just try out with this routine. Next up, I am actually going to look at our tactics. So in FM20, usually when you start playing on January or February onwards, you see your result will go downhill. So because the AI actually read your tactics, and then it's like they already know what you are going to do in the game. They fully understand your tactics, which means you are going to start losing game. So what we'll do is we'll just do some minor tweaks in our tactics, because in that sense AI will thought this one is a brand new tactics. We haven't really studied about it, so we don't really know how to counter the tactics. So every time during the half season review, I'll actually do some tweak on the tactics itself. So we actually have two right here. So when I say the tweaks, it doesn't mean that you have to change the whole formation, or you have to change the all instruction. Maybe just change a role, like from box to box midfielder, we'll just change it to a Mazzala, and then the AI will immediately say, oh wow, this is actually a new tactics. So now when we go into our main tactics, I'm actually going to change regroup to counter press. The fact that we are now at the third position, I think we are now considered as a better team. So at first when I decide to go with regroup, it's actually I don't want my players to lose their position. But then now I think since we are the better team, why not we'll just go with counter press. We'll play more aggressive to try to win the ball back. But then I'll just lower down the tempo. From all the matches that we play, I feel like we actually don't really hold possession. Let's just jump to the schedule. So we'll just pick maybe this 3-1 against Derby. So look at the match stats itself. We won Derby 3-1. We have 16 shots, we have 10 on target, 5 off target, and then on the other hand, Derby, they only had 9 shots. But then look at the possession. They had 56% of the possession, and then meanwhile we only have 44% of the possession. So let's go to another game. Alright. The second game that I chose is the game against Preston. So look at the match stats itself. We are dominant. 15 shots, 10 on target, 2 off target, and then Preston, 10 shots, 5 on target, 3 off target. And then we actually won the game 5-2. But then look at the possession again. 52% on Preston, 48% on us. So I definitely think that possession is one of the things that we lack of. So having that said, I'm just going to lower down the tempo. So we're just going to play slower, and then we just try our best to retain the possession as good as we can. And then in terms of the out of possession, I think I'll just leave it like this. I quite like the pressing intensity that we had right now, and then also the tackling, stay on feet. I don't really like get stuck in. And then I also feel like with a wider defensive width, we're actually playing very good. And then standard line of engagement and standard defensive line. But then in the game itself, when we want to create more chances, I will just go with run at defense as well as wider or narrower. But then this thing will just have a tweak inside the game. So for now, I'm just going to go with the balance, which is fairly wide, as well as remove the run at defense. So this one will be our brand new tactics. And then you can see the familiarity is actually become lower. So if we boost this tempo up higher, you can just see the tempo fluid. So for now, we're just going to go with slower tempo, but then in this more attacking formation and tactics, we are going to keep with a higher tempo. So that will be the tactics and the starting 11 that we are going to use at the second half of the season. And I reckon I'll just end this video here. That's the half season review I had. So if you enjoy watching this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and then also leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share it to your friends. Also, do follow me on Twitter. It's ABT_FM to join the discussion of football. And yeah, that's all for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.